Width is the distance between body, center, and hands. Watch what happens if I decrease the width. I lost connection. If there was a tension rope between my sternum and my end of my club, he's keeping it. See that at the ball? That just means relative to how I'm set up, if I just rotate, look at this, I'm under my heel pad here. Now ready? Here's the key. What's the connecting point between your club and your body? Your hands. Okay, when you take your grip the right way, by the way, watch this, watch this. If I open up my right hand, it is the club face. If I open up my left hand, it is the club face. Why would I not be like this? Because it doesn't match the club face. Very weak grip, very strong grip, neutral, it is the club face. So I can feel where that club face is throughout my swing. You guys are gonna learn this later today that when you putt, we're gonna have what we call a non-leverage grip. Non-leverage, no lever, straight, extension. Well, why? Because when we putt, we don't want the putter to hinge. We don't want our hands to be active. So we putt, we want that putter nice and level to the ground with a very quiet club face, right? Just meaning quiet means just not active, okay? Next thing, when we grip it here, what do you notice? There's angle between my lead arm and the club. You know what that angle provides the ability for? Look, even if I didn't hinge the club and I start off, you guys, with this angle and I just turn, I already have angle. How about if I turn and I slightly push down on the handle? Watch this. Like I'm pushing down and away. Ooh, now I really can set that angle right there and remain connected to the center of my body and maintain the width, which width and connection are one and the same. Width is the distance between body, center, and hands. Watch what happens if I decrease the width. I lost connection. If I keep the width, I maintain connection. So one of our best players, Cameron Sisk, who's just gem, a lot of times he comes out and teaches these clinics with us, he's playing right now. He always talks about how he took this instruction from us at like 10 years old and he just ran with it. If there was a tension rope between my sternum and my end of my club, he's keeping it tense the whole time. He's not letting there be slack in that. Great thought, okay? But leverage, let's talk about the grip first. Lead hand, this is where I want everybody to get that club. So here's the mistake. The mistake that people make when you have that wear mark up here, because people get that wear mark up here and they hate it and they just mow through gloves. I see some head shakes already. It's because it's too high up on the heel pad. Okay, you can't hinge the club like that. Like you can't get the leverage. Here we go, ready? Watch this. You can literally see in my palms here, the outline of the grip. It's in my fingers, in the base of my palm. So when you guys see this, look, I'm gonna go up high here. I want everybody to see that. Check this out. Right there, I'm in the base of my fingers, okay? Now watch, when I put my hand on top, it's underneath my heel pad. It's fully underneath. So when you look at this, I'm under my heel pad here. Now ready? Here's the key. If I take my fingers off the club, Ben Hogan used to do this, it's on the cover of one of his books, and you use your trigger finger, you should be able to easily hold the golf club under your heel pad and in your trigger finger. And you should be able, without any fingers on the club here, to be able to go like this. Because look at this. If it's too high up in the pad, watch what happens when I do that. See how it just slips and I lose the leverage? Like the club slips. See, it will go like I can't hold it. But if it's under my heel pad, I actually can hold that pretty nicely. Okay, so ready? If you keep that hand here, you can see this angle. You can like push down on it to like next to your pocket without even picking up your elbow. Leave your elbow in one spot. Ready? Can you hammer the nail on the ground? Now checkpoints for you guys. We're always going to give them to you. Ready? Thumb on the left hand, thumb on the right hand for you there, Ashley. Here we go. At 1 o'clock. So for all the righties, the thumb is going to be, if the top of the club is 12, it's going to be at 1 o'clock. Now ready? The crease between the index finger and thumb points then to the right shoulder. Yeah, and I'm looking at everybody here. Good, good. Put pressure down like this and hit it hard on the ground. You're doing good, you're doing good. Now ready? Right hand. Watch this. Here's the lifeline, guys. That line right here, that's our lifeline, okay? Here we go. right over the thumb, until you, and here's, I do not want to see any of the baseball looks where I see no trigger finger. I definitely don't want to see that right hand, as we're going to grab right there, underneath the club. Yeah, listen, guys, this one is even more in the fingers. Watch. Look at this. While this one's at the base of them, I'm not kidding when I say this one is literally what feels like in the tips. Okay, ready? Look at the calluses here. Look at the calluses up here. It's in there. This is not in here. This right here is, when it's at the base of your hands, anybody who does that cast, like, angle's gone. Watch what happens when I get it in my fingers right here. That's where you can then lag the club and get forward shaft lean, okay? So when you look at this, I am right up in here, and I'll do it for the camera here too, in the tops of the fingers. And really, guys, it's literally only these two fingers that are holding onto the golf club with my right hand. It's a totally lead hand dominant grip, okay? And now ready? That lifeline goes right over my thumb. And where's the thumb now? With my right hand at 11 o'clock. 10 finger, interlock, overlap. One of my best ball strikers, shout out to John Price. Guy is 73 years old, practically breaks his age every single time he plays golf. It's unbelievable. Shoots in the 60s still. And from the men's tees. He's right here. He's 10 finger. Stripes it. Okay? For most, it's either going to be overlap. This is myself. This is Scotty Scheffler. Or it's going to be interlock. This is Tiger Woods. This is Rory McIlroy. Now here's the thing. When I go to interlock, I literally lose all control of this golf club. And I can't feel it at all. I do the Varden grip. They call it the Varden grip, Harry Varden. I do overlap. And instantaneously, I'm like, oh, there's the golf club. I feel it. I feel it. Now, I'm asking you guys the same question. This is not me telling you what's best. It's me actually saying, when you grab the golf club, do you feel like you own it from here? I've had baseball players that just love this. And I'm like, you know what? If they hit my checkpoints here, I'm okay with it. I have other guys who go, dude, I'm all day with this, with the interlock. I can't feel the club. I lose this finger gets off the club for me, and I just don't like that. I go like this, and it's like, oh, there it is. That's me. What do you feel like you have the most control with? But the common denominators that need to be in place, there needs to be leverage between that lead arm and the golf club, because all that the hinge is your lead shoulder pushing your hands away down the line of your feet. Ready? And pushing away and setting that club to where I create an L between my left arm and the club. Ready? There it is. What do I have at this point right here? Ready? I have connection. I have leverage. And from the down the line view right here, what do I have that gets that golf ball going on line every time effortlessly? I have the proper hand path and swing plane, meaning hand path, the direction my hands travel relative to my turn. So if I'm turning my body, I'm just letting my hands follow my turn. I would not go, or up there. It would be like right in the direction of my shoulders. So here, that is, for the first part right here to pocket high, it's right down the hallway, right down the line of my feet. And then where's it going to go because I'm turning in this direction? Right up the escalator, right? So the whole point being here is when I get to this position right here, I have leverage and connection, which gives me that power from a short distance back. If I create the L, where should the end of the club be pointed? At the ball. At the ball. Dad, mind pass me that alignment rod there? Great way to do that. Look at this right here. If I were to push the handle away, look where it's pointed here. See that? At the ball. That just means relative to how I'm set up, if I just rotate, that sends it right down the line. If I'm inside with the butt of the club up there, where am I going? What am I then going to be forced to do? Or clip. If I'm out here, I'm forced to reroute. Okay? So that's important to understand right there that, how we set the club then dictates, here's the L, there's the leverage and the connection. But I get that butt of the club towards the ball, there's that swing plane that then hits it right down the line of where I'm aiming right there, okay? And that right there is a great great visual for you all, and that's where I want to start the day today. Here we are at the beautiful Fairmont Grand Del Mar and the Grand Golf Club, the home of Porzak Golf, where golf is not just considered a sport, it's a lifestyle.
The Porzak Golf membership will take you on an immersive journey that blends performance, lifestyle, and the spirit of the game like never before.
This membership is geared towards helping you play the best golf of your life and enjoy the greatest game ever played. For more information on what your membership includes, click the link below.